And the people in South Africa are looking to the U.S. for bold leadership in this matter, especially the poor people who face the impact of climate change in South Africa, who live alongside these coal-fired facilities, who suffer the high levels of asthma and cancer and the heavy metals that get emitted from these facilities. So it's to those people who are looking for bold leadership in the U.S. and we're hoping that the U.S. will be bold in their decision and vote no for it. However, having said that, I've heard that the dissenting voices were huge, and that in itself should send a signal to the World Bank that, you know, coal is not something that should be, we should keep the coal in the hole. You know, we should not be supporting and financing coal-fired power stations and coal-fired mining industries, as these cause severe destruction and damage throughout the world, and in particular in South Africa, where we've experienced huge amounts of climate change, we've had severe droughts as well as we've had some severe rainfalls in certain areas.
Desmond Desau, what is it like for you to come here to the United States at the time of the worst mining disaster in more than a quarter of a century in West Virginia? 25 miners dead, 4 missing. That's, of course, a mine. You're in South Africa. Yours is the next step. It's the coal plant. But the whole issue of coal politics and what it means in this campaign you have, keep the coal in the hole.
Well, my sympathies go out to the West Virginia miners that have lost their lives and their families, and I must say I cried when I heard about it because it reminded me back home of the many miners and the many people that have died through coal mining in South Africa. And when I saw this, my first impression was to cry tears. And, you know, I sympathize with the family. I certainly believe that there needs to be we need to look at other alternatives. We need to engage with the workers and to find other sustainable energy that can be safe, that can provide a sustainable future for the present and to protect the present generation. I think that's been lacking, and I think that the campaign to keep the coal in the hole is a very good one. Having lots of experiences in South Africa where we've had huge mining, hundreds of miners have been killed throughout the years of the mining industry in South Africa, and continue. We know with the present project of this $40 million loan that will give to Eskom, it's going to build the 4th biggest coal-fired power station in the world, Medupi, and that will require 14 new mines. And we are concerned about that because once again, people's lives will be at stake here, the safety factor will be at stake, but more importantly, hundreds of people that live in those communities will be forced out of them and lose their agricultural land. Their water is already contaminated. The area that we're talking about in South Africa, most of the water is contaminated with acid rain.
Desmond Desau, we only have 5 seconds. We only have 5 seconds. I just want to know if you think you can turn the World Bank's decision around. Well, this campaign has started, and we certainly believe we are not going to leave it just as that. This campaign is going to be ongoing, and we'll continue to lobby the political in Washington as well as throughout the U.S. We're going to leave it there. Desmond Desau, thank you very much for joining us from Yale University in New Haven, South African environmentalist, coordinator of the South Durban Community Environmental Alliance. That does it for the show. I'll be at the Green Fest in San Francisco on Saturday at noon and at the Commonwealth Club on Market Street at 5:30 next week in New York, and then at Yale Law School speaking. You can go to our website at democracynow.org. Democracy Now! Produced by Mike Burke, Sharif Abdel-Quddus, Angela Comet, Nicole Salazar. I'm Amy Goodman. Thanks for joining us.